it that often, but you do have the choice.
Yeah, and usually teams that do utilize the tridents because the ring is pulling really far away. We had some teams actually experiment at the start of Storm Point with those tridents, looking at CLG, who love to rotate on the outskirts of the circle with the trident actually going through fish farms. But the meta's kind of evolved here on Storm Point. Look at this, FSV, they're moving in. I don't think they knew. They didn't know GMT Esports are here to sabotage your game plan, and they took out Sangjun so quick here. They knew. Now they're going to be able to take the zipline. They immediately were able to jump off of it. We see these players moving out here.
Nasky, my man, in the words of my man CD in the third, Nasky's gonna hit his shots, actually, 4-7, eliminated, and also in the words of my boy Chris Bucket, sneaky, sneaky beavers here on Storm Point. GMT just got the easiest 3 kills they've ever received. Nice job for them in this ultra-competitive lobby, but look who's under pressure.
Oh, Alliance. Team Liquid, C9, they're all making an appearance here. Hawkins gets taken down. Team Liquid have the high ground. They have a way better position than the other 2 squads right below them.
Sitting on top of the Parthenon right now, looking down, and it's going to be Team Liquid doing such a good job maintaining high ground and control. Alliance, unfortunately, is the meat of the sandwich right now. You never want to be the meat. You always want to be the bread. On board with Stay Naughty, Paris Gouzulis representing, if you can, all of the United States. But not only that, Greece are only one of 2 Greek competitors in this lobby. Big shout out to Paris and his entire family, the Gouzulis family, watching from home. On board with Weiss, last alive, the Swede for this team. Also manages to find a little high ground.
It's crazy to see how much of a difference the last 2 days have been for Alliance. From going from being dominating in all the lobbies to now sitting overall in 16th place, struggling a little bit with our heavy-hitting squads. Team Liquid still now controlling some of this high ground, controlling this building. They knew that there was other squads in the area. They cleared one out. Now it's C9 giving them the respect and just playing off of the low ground.
Well, well-prepared teams right here have to have an idea that this is Team Liquid. If you know that Team Liquid drops Cascade Falls, if you know their play style, they like to play super, super early rotate on Storm Point. They can pinpoint who this team is, and they can grief them. Obviously, Anonymous mode is on. That's a difference between Match Point now and Match Point last time around LAN. You can't just find a team in the kill feed and grief them. It's Anonymous. So that's important to understand in the grand scheme of things here, but especially the North American teams, Cloud9 has to know that's Liquid.
C9, talk about C9 a little bit. Graceful is going to be able to heal up. They were able to clean up 2 of Alliance here. 1 still left, wondering where they went. Being able to have some of this KP isn't necessary here for Cloud9 because they were sitting over on 14th. They also want to be careful because this is a lot slower paced lobby on Storm Point. At the start of Storm Point earlier on today in game number 3, we saw a lot of these players off the rip immediately try to take fights. We saw 2 squads actually drop within the first minute and a half. And it's a completely different story now that we're back on Storm Point.
Yeah, Cloud9's going to be very well resourced here for this late game. They're going to get all the loot of Alliance, which basically means you get all the loot of Stormcatcher. Very, very solid loot. It's actually my backup drop spot overall as Alliance drops Stormcatcher. So C9, who actually splits loot with launch and launch pad or near launch pad with Space Station Gaming, which means they're not going to have the best loot. They find themselves well kitted here. This is a good situation for Cloud9. Graceful from Kangarna substituting in for Zach Mazer. Unfortunately came down with COVID, watching with Clara from the hotel room, trying to hope his boys can do a big shot to a man Zach.
AD Raccoon, they know this is a team right in front of them. They're trying to destroy some of these Watson fences, closing in the gap. The dome has already been called out, though. AD Raccoon now trying to take control over the real estate. It was actually just given to them for free. Free 99, as they're just going to be able to rotate off to the side here. They're getting pinged by another team, but look at where this circle is taking us, Fallout. This is going to be out in the open. TSM's already sitting in the middle, where they're going to try to circle keep after the next circle.
That's right. I'm not sure where Team Liquid went. Were they able
They're still off to the south a little bit, by Jurassic Park here. You see Luminosity actually playing. Yeah, they did.
That's an interesting decision here for Team Liquid.
I'm wondering if that's because they want to take a slower approach into the circle. They don't know that Luminosity is off to their left by the other bunker door towards Jurassic Park. So when they make this rotation over, they're going to be able to try to see if they could buy in some time. They know other teams around them with 19 squads left are also slowing down their gameplay.
Right. Team Liquid needs to play perfect here. They want to close this one out. Team Unite also on match point alongside Reignite. Not sure where Reignite currently positioned. We'll find out here in a moment. But Team Unite find themselves in a pretty good circle. If the zone pulls their way, chilling. This is pretty. Watson fences to their name. And one big thing that's important to understand is actually Watson is a much better legend, in my opinion, on Storm Point. Why? Because many of the buildings make it very difficult to kill and destroy Watson fences on this map, just the design of the building, whereas in World's Edge, you got a little more of a wider angle. There's windows you can use. Gildersons, though, and Team Liquid find themselves under duress. They find some respite for now as they'll have a chance to heal up, but guess who's nearby? Empire loves to play spoiler. Gildersons is almost going to get that. They barely survived, but they got to heal.
They know they're solo too. This is formerly known as Major Pushers, Luminosity Gaming now, or rather Team Empire now moving in. They know right here that this is what they love. They love playing outside the circle a little bit too, but they're not going to overextend because they do know that there was another team that was rotating around Team Liquid.
This is insane. You ever been to Shambles Town before, Vicky?
Shambles Town?
Yeah.
That's whenever I get griefed all the time.
You know who the mayor of Shambles Town is?
You?
Nocturnal right now.
Oh.
It's Nocturnal and Team Liquid.
Shambolic out here.
And exactly. An absolute shambles as it currently stands. They got 3 teams absolutely gatekeeping them. Nocturnal, the IGL of this team, all eyes on him. They're going to hit another Valk ult, and can you turn shambles into riches? We will find out. You got to invest in the economy of the town. You got to build some infrastructure. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see what Nocturnal can. I'm taking this way too far. We'll see what Nocturnal can do right now on this rotate. Empire knows that they're going to be hitting this. Yes, they do.
Right in front of them?
But misses a couple shots there.
Okay, well, they were able to get away here at least. Nocturnal does take some pressure, but they need to heal up. Their health is so low because of the circle.
No.
And now the bombardment getting called in right now. Team Liquid trying to buy some time for themselves as Fun has to heal up with only syringes, which means that they're probably low in terms of big meds.
Here comes the Bangalore Ultimates, and it's Team Liquid with Empire looking to end their potential tournament win. Let's jump into a listen-in with Team Liquid.
ALGS. Loop left on me, loop left. Oh, hold on, wait scan. Are they aiming behind?
I think so.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Blood. Move up on this.
Move into the gas.
I'm yelling. I can't see anything.
64,
I'm moving. I'm watching your right.
Hey, on a nasty heady.
Yeah. Another team landed north. We just gotta hold our ground. I'm gonna pop an ulti cell. We're gonna have Valk ult soon.
This team's moving.
I'm one cell.
They went.
Yeah. Okay.
They went into the door.
Careful. Come back.
I'm 1-1.
Okay, I have none. I have one cell. Do you got ulti cell? Ulti cell or no?
No.
Okay, we just need to start walking. Then follow me. We need to play quiet.
I have my 1 bat.
I have 1 cell to my fucking name, dog.
I have 6 cells and no bats.
Someone's Valk ulting to our left.
This spider fucking shoot, dude. This spider. We should walk with zone and we third
I'm
party.
looking for the triple fill.
Yeah. Can we sit in the pill?
No.
Is that possible?
Cells.
Cells. I grabbed 2.
I got 2. I have Valk ult. We can
We
walk
don't.
up the right
No,
here.
we don't use it. Is this him?
No.
We play here.
Right
we play
here.
Yeah,
We
let's
play
walk
that.
across.
Yeah,
Go. Fuck.
You have
I'm
a
starting
bat,
to shoot.
Fun?
I'm starting to shoot.
I'm batting. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, cool.
No red heals.
Ult on us. We have to bubble this.
Yeah.
Or right.
Kill
Go
the
right.
Crystal
Go right on me.
I'm stunned.
Oh, fuck. I'm just dead. Above you, Brennan. Play my shield.
Team Liquid is out. I'm 0 for 2 with my quote me predictions. I gotta stop doing it.
Cursing.
Team Liquid, I love you. I'm so sorry.
You got to stop here, John, because now they're pinched between 2 squads. Sutu Raikou reignite, the winners of game number 1, sitting at match point now, trying to move in on Sutu Raikou. They're playing off of the natural terrain here with the rocks. See bullets still on the crypto. I love the follow-up with the EMP, but they're getting pins from all the way from afar. The barrage now coming down.
LG Mexico doing a great job over GMT. Meanwhile, Empire, the CIS boys, taking out game with Matsutasu is out. AD Raccoon. Obli is doing a good job with some great shots from afar. Sutaraiku is in a scary spot, and guess who's in front of them? It's their boys, Reignite. We have STK versus Reignite on match point, of course. STK has a chance to play spoiler.
I'm also seeing on the kill feed Optic Gaming popping off. Team Empire still alive. They were able to ease their way into that next circle after we saw that Team Liquid gave them some of that extra space. Still, now they're rocking the Valk. They got the blood and they got the bang still out here, and now they're going to be able to try to ease their way in. It's about that Storm Point Valk meta that we were talking about before. TSM, also another team that has been cleaning up some kills in the feed.
Yeah, again, it's Empire versus TSM. Last time Empire gave them respect. This time we will see Verholst, Hal, Reps on Ash, back on Ash. No more Caustic madness for them. They've given that up. Spent their first two games with Caustic. despite having no practice on Caustic, trying to adapt to this lobby, and if you can't beat him, join him mentality with Caustic. But no, Verholz puts himself in a bad spot here. He's trying to make a play, but he should be okay.
Yes,
Oh, he did
how
make a play. He got a
confident
knock.
right here.
He got a
Oh,
knock.
oh, now he can move in. He actually, that was crazy. Verholz immediately diving back in. He was able to pop the shield back. Now this is their opportunity. The bombardment getting called in as TSM want to clean up Team Empire.
This is insane. TSM pushing the res, came through. They're all in shambles. Cleve goes down. Hal's gonna clean up. Hal flanks wide right, misses the first, misses the second, but his teammates do the rest. Verholz reps Hal, pick up 3.
TSM sandwich out here. The
50.
Bangalore smoke out here too. Did they hit it match point after that?
ADR's above them. The shield swaps come through. It's North. It's Korea, APAC North versus TSM USA. As Karanpu is above with high ground. Caustic ult's coming.
No!
It's about to get a little bit crazy as Karanpu is doing such a good job. No Caustic on TSM, and they're just getting melted. But somehow they're winning the fight. Ish, all up to one last alive, and TSM goes out.
And there's another team that's shooting at them from afar too. AD Raccoon now have to back up. Oh my goodness. It's STK, Alliance coming out of the side. Wise now moving in. He needs to go for a shield swap, but he's the last one alive from Alliance.
Wife's last alive for his team. Let's see what Wife's can do. Wife's reignite. Zero with the Kraber. Hits the shot. Parka is down. Zero connects. He knew that his teammate did damage. Knew he only had to hit the foot. Connects on the big toe, I think.
Gotta love it. Kraber shots in the hands of Zero. I don't know how he does it. He always has the Kraber in his hands. He's got the crate right there. The loot box says Optic Gaming now are going to be able to find the opportunity. They dropped down from the high ground. They were holding on to the high ground for so long where the zip line connects, but force off at this point as reignite. Zero still having the Kraber. We've seen Zero do such insane plays with the Kraber throughout the rest of the weekend.
Oop.
Oh, he was
no,
sitting, he was sitting
that
still.
shot. He goosed it. But it's okay. Zero, one of the best snipers. Actually, probably the best sniper in APAC South. Undoubtedly, we've seen him do some disgusting things with it so far. Chance for redemption. Misses again. Zero not able to connect.
Just gotta walk away from that. Zero's gonna be able to move into the side. The bombardment getting called in front of them here too. They have Optic in their sights, but it's also Unite sharing some of that space. Luminosity Gaming on the high ground too. They could actually jump down if they want to go for a third party, but they gotta look out because Reignite still's got that Kraber in his hands.
Look at the wide left flank. He connects. Zero knocks Legenda. That's huge. Saku goes down, and Zero trying to secure the win for Australia. Hits the shot against the other team and ends their reign.
Poke one more time. Poke one more time. You may learn your lesson. He misses the last shot. Reignite are just going to reposition, hold this southern part of the zone here. This is a great spot for them because they know that there's no other team to their left to try to pinch them.
6 teams left in this game. Reignite can do it. They can do the unthinkable. Missed shot again, but they can close this out. Here comes the wide right push. I like their positioning in general. Nice good shot with the PK. Oh my gosh, flicks the wrist, hits the second. Waltzy, you're out of here.
Sutoraiku being the solo right there. Unfortunately, Reignite knew that they wanted to fully send it. Now redeploy is actually coming off to the left.
Here's what's so important to understand. LG and Optic could potentially grief each other, setting Reignite up for success. But 100 Thieves is going to come. 100 Thieves comes out of nowhere, flies from the sky, and engages. 3v3 fight. Onmu flanks wide right, but needs to be careful. Oh, Zero's going to miss the shot again. This is not looking good for 100 Thieves because LG keeps them alive, keeps Reignite alive.
Another stuck right here. Look at C9 stay naughty, getting pinged by everybody in the lobby here. They jump right on top of 100 Thieves. Reignite safe away from all these different pinching locations as C9 get eliminated.
Reignite is playing this perfectly, just keeping their backs against the wall, walking this in. Luminosity Gaming has a chance. They're the best opportunity to keep this tournament alive. Mexico can play spoiler for Australia. It feels like the World Cup right now. Feels like the Olympics with all of this international representation. OG trying to do it for the red, white, and blue to keep this tournament alive.
3 squads left. Reignite, the only squad here in this lobby that's at match point, having the opportunity to try to close out this entire finals. Optic Gaming having to play from the low ground right here. You know Luminosity's holding on to the high ground too, so they have a great view of all the remaining 2 squads right below them.
The calm before the storm. Reignite coming from City, so much adversity, playing with JMW as a substitute. Zero, such a talented IGL, the strict, hard IGL for this team, made the decision to pick up Sharky, his old duo, his old teammate, in place of Templix, the Indonesian Australian. And now they have an opportunity to put APAC South on the map, to put Australia on the map. They've been performing all weekend long, but look at Luminosity Gaming. Here comes the Caustic Ultimate. It's gonna tick. It's gonna tick. Talk goodbye, potentially. And they connect for such good damage, but it's not enough yet. They need to move. The storage behind them. Reignite is going to have to be taken out. Surely, Reignite is dead.
Cosmic Cast, yes, you see them right here. Sharky gets taken down. They are repositioning right now. This is so difficult because now they're going to be in the line of sight of Optic Gaming.
Whoop. Oh my gosh, Zero has a chance here. He makes it. GMW makes it as well. Down to 2. Can Reignite do it with a team of 2? It was obviously a car long range right there, so I wasn't intentionally making fun of my man. My man's been hitting shots all day long, all right? I'm sitting here just talking. That's all I do. My man, it's more than enough. On board with an overhead view right now. Optic Gaming on low
can they
ground.
get him in? They're
LG
punching
on
him in.
high. They're going to actually ult LG and maybe mistakenly ruining this opportunity to keep Reignite out of this.
The mobile respawn beacon to act as makeshift cover here for Reignite. They get the res onto Sharky. They couldn't get the dirty. This is still winnable for Reignite.
They res Sharky. Sharky is
crazy.
back in the game. Full forces now for Reignite. Ganja has to drop. It's all up to Optic Gaming as LG gets melted. The dome shield comes. Reignite is hiding and waiting and hoping that they can ride this wave.
Yeah, they're going to hang out behind the rock here. They got the mobile respawn beacon to play off of. Optic Gaming is engaging with Luminosity. Reignite to go in for the third party and take this entire victory.
LG is out. Optic Gaming skill cage goes out as well. Zero's going to do it. Wide left flank, and just like that, Reignite is going to do it. They are your champions. Australia comes all the way to Europe and wins the ALGS Split 2 Playoffs Championship.
Put respect on these Australian teams. APAC South, they do it. They do it, Fallout. Just took 7 games. Are you kidding me? What is this?
The pure emotion,
Wow.
the disbelief on the face of Reignite as they had the most clutch mobile respawn revive in Apex history for $250,000. The way they did it, the adversity they faced, Jen Burton out, and everyone thought that was it for this team. Everyone thought that without the controller god in Jen Burton, they can't do it. But Zero proves why he is undoubtedly the best in the region, and undoubtedly now the best in the world on paper. Put a stamp in it, put a fork in it, it's cooked. Just like that, Reignite are your champions.
I know for a fact that Kate on the desk is hard cheesing from ear to ear. This was a team that she had on her radar. But can you imagine, before we even had any of our other teams make it to match point, this is actually insane. Actually insane that we only had 3 squads qualified with match points, and it only took 7 games. 7 games for Reignite to take it.
And the difference was the car long range not connecting for an extra 20 damage. Optic Gaming, for some reason, not having angles, I don't know, but they did not contribute to the Luminosity Gaming griefing that was happening. I mean, a full-blown Caustic ultimate should have wiped the entire team. Reignite their bats against the wall, and ladies and gentlemen, Reignite are your champions of the Apex Legends Global Series Split 2 Playoffs from Stockholm, Sweden.
Congratulations to Sharky, Zero, JMW. I love it. Look at this raw emotion here, Fallout. Cut us off. I didn't know. I didn't hear.
Yeah, no worries. Joe, didn't tell you earlier?
No.
Oh, that's fine.
No.
Joe told me yesterday the only feedback he had for us was let moment.
Well, what a moment we have here. We're letting them enjoy it. Fellas, I know it's hard to put into words what you're feeling, but please help us back at home. Help your fans. Tell us what's going on.
Honestly, like, I have no clue. It feels like we're naturally just playing together, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it feels fantastic. Zero here is like hard IGLing us, and me and Sharky just listening to him, and we're literally playing it calm, and step by step we're just closing out games. Today we probably played like some of the best Apex we played together. Zero is making absolute outrageous calls. This guy deserves so much more recognition out there. It is insane. Sharky here is one of the best gibbies.
Best QB in the game, baby.
Wow. You know, Sharky, I'm gonna come back to you in a moment, but Sharky, I want to hear from you. How's this feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I definitely picked it up from the last 2 days. I wasn't the best, but I'm glad I picked it up today. We just definitely deserved that win.
Best QB in the world, but hey, somebody's got to help keep the calls under pressure, and somebody's also got to have a Kraber in their hands. Zero, how are you feeling, man? That trophy looks good.
Just an unbelievable experience, really. We did this for Jen. Best controller player in the game. Got COVID the day before, but with JMW, best I've ever seen in the game. Has to get picked up from back to you.
The story you've had as well, and a lot of the Congarna boys spreading out to multiple teams here, GMT, Cloud9. I do want to get a little bit from your eyes. What was the challenge in fitting in? Was it so simple right away that you guys knew you had something special here?
I think we do have something special. Like, I'm a player that can, like, literally flex on the spot. I can listen. I can, like, give opinions if they want calls. I can play any character. I literally recently swapped a controller. I haven't even been on it for barely like 6 months. And to come out here, I was an M&K player in the start of Apex with our first year farming as Nessie, and I decided just to give controller a go. Loved it and continued to try and grind on it, honestly. And look out now, winning the first LAN in 3 years.
I think that's the feeling that we all have. It's surreal, right, Zero?
3 days ago, he's sitting in his bedroom in London. Never talked to him before. And now this, I just can't believe it, really.
What a story. I mean, Sharky, is this everything you imagined? 957 days since we've had an Apex Legends LAN, and now you are holding this trophy?
Yeah, it was definitely a great experience. Everything I could have imagined it, especially winning. It's like unbelievable.
Well, this is one of the, I bet, highlights of your career competitively. I want to give you all a chance to shout out those in the region, those at home. Anybody you want to say any words to?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to my family. Like, literally on the day, I called my mum and I was like, I need to get to Sweden. A team needs me as emergency sub. And she literally just said, yeah, we'll get you there. And my dad literally came home from work that day and just drove me up to the airport. And yeah. But yeah, big shout out to Grace and May coming in as subs, doing really good. Especially Grace IGLing C9 and May just absolutely fragging out, considering he hasn't played Apex in like 2 months, to think that he was going to quit and comes back and makes finals. But yeah.
Sharky, one more from you. Anybody you want to shout out?
Oh, definitely my family. They support me